what we got to do is get back to the station. And the station, of course, is in this polar orbit. And because that went all actually pretty quickly, I got to go to the south. Let's just get her done. So south, I don't know which way south. So we're gonna go up. That way south. And just gonna burn. Get off of this place. Cut that. And what I've been finding works really well is now that I don't need a lot of thrust, just tearing off 2 of those engines. And we still have 167. What am I thinking about with, you know, I think I underbuilt this lander. I really think I underbuilt this lander. Last time I was blaming it on maybe coming down, like I don't know. Maybe coming down from the polar orbit costs more than I think it does. But I only have 167 meters per second left. I don't really think that's going to cut it when it comes to... I mean, they'll get into orbit, but I'm not convinced they'll be able to get back to the station. I really don't want to do another pickup. So I think this lander's just underbuilt. I have to go back to when I... But this is its 3rd landing, and I don't remember having any trouble with the first one. And the first one landed with all of that EVA. All this inventory is here for all of that EVA deployable science stuff. I really feel like I'm doing something wrong. What is its what resources does it have on it? How much time do I have to parry at? Oh, I'm only a minute away, but maybe I'm putting in a ton of resources that I wasn't before. Like maybe I didn't put in all this monopropellant. I could take out most of that monopropellant. Maybe that's what's doing it. Okay. Anyway, less talking, more getting ready. Where are we? Yeah. Maybe that's it. I don't need anywhere near this amount of monopropellant. It feels like I've added weight somehow. Maybe that's what I did. Is that 30 units of monopropellant maybe shouldn't be there. Okay, I'm going to do the burn. Nikki Tax is saying I didn't have that much propellant when I built it. That's what I'd have to do, is go back to the stream where I did the build. Here, just keep it locked on prograde. Go back to the stream where I locked the, or when I built it, and look at what's different. Because yeah, this thing did a landing from the station. Sorry, just gotta think about what I'm doing here. There we go. This thing did a landing from the station, carrying all of that kind of surface deployable EVA equipment, and I don't remember having anywhere near this kind of problem before. So maybe it's the only thing I'm thinking about is the monopropellant. I mean, unless food and water and stuff cost. I like them to have that much food and water, though. I find it hard to believe I would have chinched on that. I don't know. I don't know, but either way, they are in orbit, so they're safe. They only have 31 meters. They can't do this on 31 meters per second. All right, we're going back to the station. We're going back to the station. We're doing this again. Oh my gosh. Do you think you want me to try it with mono? Yeah, I could try. I just don't. The thrusters are so weak. You know what? You're right. I did this lot, and I'm going back. We're going back. Going back. Going back. Changing my mind. Changing my mind, going back to the Twitch 4. I agree. Let's try and see if we can do this with monopropellant. I have a ton of and if things go wrong, if it turns out to be a bad idea, I'll go give them the rescue. But let's see if they can get it back. Maybe it's me doing these precise landings. Maybe I really, really suck at them. But I thought that landing was pretty decent. I thought both landings were pretty decent. Okay. We're going to try and get back under our own steam. That's what we are going to try to do. Now, the first step in this is to get our orbits to match here at the ascending. Oh, shoot. I just put in a bunch of normal. I don't want that. 0. And every time I do that, I turn on the radiation belts. Okay. What I meant to do is just move that back. Oh, shoot. That's what I meant to do. What is my problem today? Okay. Oh, we're going to the south. That's not even the right... That's the right node. Oh, for goodness sakes. That's the one that's coming up next. Okay, prograde. So this is a 16 meter per second burn, or in about... Oh my gosh, this is really close. This is really close. I'm wondering if I can make this work. Looks like I might have gotten lucky. Oh, maybe they can do it. So I'm seeing a... Oh, I saw 5.3. Let's see if we can shrink that a little. Just happened to be getting a pretty happy encounter here that I think I can make work. I'm seeing a 1.6 kilometer separation. See if we can tweak that down. 1.3, 1.11. Let's go for that. 1 kilometer separation coming up here with this burn. It is a 25 meter per second burn. They have 31 meters per second left in the can. We're getting a 45 meter per second encounter speed, so that's going to be fun to do with RCS. What I think might be the better plan. Let's see. Okay, let's F5 and let's get closer to the node. I think I'm going to try and do this burn with RCS rather than, because it's the less time dependent of the thing as opposed to the rendezvous part. You had 801 DV last moon takeoff. Yeah, I don't know. I really got to go back over the stream. This thing has landed. That was its third landing, and the last two have been... Getting back has been an adventure. And I don't understand why. Okay, we're going to try and see if we can do this with monopropellant. So I'm going to put on the R and just go like this. Problem is these... Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Last week I was complaining about how overpowered these are. Suddenly now, that ain't a bad thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, now R. H. We have major thrust on this. Okay, I see Nikki Tax is saying I see the problem. Nothing a little finagling won't fix. Okay, I'm going to try it, but I just dramatically increased the thrust on these... I forgot I had those turned down so far. So I'm going to let myself get a lot closer here. Put this on maneuver. But I'm going to be able to do this with RCS, I think. Okay, H. Yeah. I got look at the plume coming off of them. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, I'm seeing some 1.513 1.0 1.1 again. Okay, that's as close. We got a 1.08 kilometer separation coming up in 15 minutes, and I didn't use up I only used up a tiny fraction of my monopropellant. So for the people that were suggesting, why not try doing this with monopropellant? Thank you. This is going to work fine. This is going... The lower ones are at full. Okay, someone's saying increase the lower ones too, but the lower ones are actually at full thrust. They are the tiny little RCS thruster blocks that have 1/10 the power of the big ones. I prefer to use those on smaller craft because for translational maneuvers, these are way too powerful. Like they're stupidly powerful, and it's actually harder, I find. But this is gonna work. This is gonna work fine. All right. So I'm just looking here at my... I'm glad everybody convinced me. Okay. Where is our station above us? Hello, station. I probably could have done this last time now, too, now that I'm looking at it, but oh well. That's okay. Bringing down that closest approach. Okay. Well, actually, that gives us some perspective because each of these, I think, is 1 kilonewton. So I think there's 4 kilonewtons of thrust coming from these RCS blocks, and the little twitch engines. What are the little twitch engines? I can't even remember. They're like, I can't remember. I think, yeah. I think I have a respectable thrust here. They're 20 kilonewtons each, the little twitch engines. So, okay, there's a lot more in the twitches. Wouldn't want to land with these, that's for sure, with RCS. That wouldn't work. We got this. You can do this whole thing just on RCS. There we go. Got a little bit of a pause there while it was rendering the station. You know, I was kind of worried about this bit, but you know, once I realized I could dramatically increase the thrust that I had, I think we were pretty golden. I'll just turn them down when we actually get to the docking part. You think you can land with RCS? Tell you what, I'm going to not give it a go. Why am I shutting down these engines? We're just going to head right back out again. Yes, we are. Why choose the Twitch engines? I like how small they are. Was really what it was. As opposed to the Terrier engine. Twitches are pretty good. I mean, I know they don't have the ISP that like the Terrier has, but they are a lot lighter. They have a pretty good thrust to mass ratio. And they're tiny, right? So you can fit landing gear around them. You can put the landing lights around them. I think it really had to do just with size. Though I know, but, you know, what actually goes through my brain at times, I don't know. Okay, gotta slow down some more. You know, also is nice about this is I don't have to worry about ignitions and them failing. It's a nice lander, but I really want to figure out that I'm going to go back. I'm going to take a look at the stream. I'm going to take a look at the stream where I built it, and when I first, when it landed for the very first time, and figure out why now I'm suddenly having trouble, because I don't. Let's get to the station here. Where are we coming in from? Somewhere. Where are we? Okay, am I blind or let's go back? We are, the moon's below us, so we're coming from below. There they are. Okay, so let's put her on this docking port then, right here. Yeah, this thing clearly has way more monopropellant than it needs. Because we did all of that just on monoprop. Let's time warp a little closer. Oh wait, that doesn't work. I'm using the thrust. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to switch to this other docking port. Control from there. Spin it all around. Where is my... There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Put this back on orbital view. Oh, it was on orbital view. There we go. Or it was on the... whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, and now I want to tweak down this thrust limiter again. Because now we're just docking. Put it back down to close to where it was. Okay. And now things are normal. Now things are normal. Oh, I see where the pro... Okay, there we go. Now we're heading to it. You can tell I don't have it as low as I did before because I can see the... Should be... Oh, but... Oh, I don't know. You know what? Forget it. I'm fiddling too much. Way too much fiddling. Way too much fiddling. But they got back. Got back. So what I'm thinking is I'll fill up the LFO tanks, top up food, water, and stuff like that. But then what I think I'll do is just leave the monopropellant where it is and see what kind of delta V I have. And see if that was why these guys were suddenly having trouble. But they're back. Oh. Alec is very happy. He's like, oh, good. I didn't have to. He was like, what? He had a movie going and everything. He's like, I don't want to watch. You know, he just sat down with the popcorn. And suddenly he gets the call that he has to go pick them up. And then suddenly it gets canceled. And he goes, thank goodness. And he just kept going with the movie. Okay. Walk. Come on, there we go. Alright, so our ammonia tanks are almost empty. It would be a disaster, wouldn't it, to have empty ammonia tanks. Okay, so we are now docked. What we want to do is transfer our science. Where is the science thing? Because I have a tendency to forget that because I've collected now two moon samples, and I want to make sure that they are both in the vehicle that's heading back to Kerbin. They are. Okay, and now we're going to open up attack fuel balancer, and we're going to refuel this thing. And I'm thinking I'm just going to leave the monopropellant exactly where it is. So let's see here. We has food. It'll top up their food containers. They are vessel 7, so They didn't even have enough. They had still 90.9% of their fuel left. They are vessel 7 here for liquid fuel. Yep, we definitely want to have that. Give me that liquid fuel. That sweet, sweet liquid fuel. Okay. And nitrogen, we'll top up their nitrogen. Vessel 7 again. They do have a pretty large nitrogen container. I don't know if that can't nitrogen can't be that heavy, can it? Well, I guess it can be. You know what? Let's stop with the nitrogen. They clearly didn't use hardly any of it anyway. Again, oxidizer, definitely want that. So you can come now. Right. Okay, and that, and oxidizer, oxygen. Again, vessel 7 here. So I don't have extra, oxygen container. Monopropellant, I'm going to leave alone. I'm going to leave it, it's at 39% of its, I'm going to leave that exactly where it is. And water, we're going to fill up their water containers. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm really thinking that is a lot of nitrogen. And maybe I was thinking all the EVAs and stuff, but they hardly. I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna transfer out this nitrogen, and we're gonna even time warp it a little bit. Like I'm just seeing a really big number here for nitrogen, and I don't think I time warped. There we go. I don't think it's necessary. I'm just going to get rid of it. I have no idea why. I might have been something I was thinking was a good idea. I don't know. I don't know. I'm shedding weight any way I can. Seems like a good idea. Okay. All right. So nitrogen is out. These guys should be ready for another round. So let's open up ScanSat and we're going to land in the canyons and finish off the final contract before heading off towards Ike. And where are we here? Here we are. Now I think I can put a waypoint right on there. So somewhere in there is where I want to be. Okay, I think that worked. It didn't work. I remember struggling with this before. Oh, and then set. There we go. Okay, so we got a waypoint in here. Is it in the canyons? Now, I don't have to land right on that waypoint by any stretch, but it's nice to have something to kind of aim for. Okay, that seems to work pretty good. Okay, let's close that for now. I also going to get Waypoint Manager. Waypoint Manager. There we are. And we're going to activate that waypoint. There we go. So that's where I want to land, right there. And we're not far from it. Oh shoot! I just opened that up. Let's put that there. Got windows everywhere. So let's time warp. Actually, no, I do want this. This will show me how far off we are. I think we're on the next orbit. I think on the next orbit, we're coming right over those canyons. So this contract, just looking at it here, I have to take a surface sample in the canyons, and that's it. That's all she wrote. All right, so hopefully this trajectory is going to come right Oh, it's going to have to come over these canyons. It might not be right over this waypoint, but look at that. Oh my gosh. That's like lovely. Okay. Don't need this anymore. Tuck that over there. This there. Okay. Take time warp off. Again, our waypoint's right here, so that's going to be our landing zone. We'll start our descent around there-ish, so we'll do all the same sort of tricks that we did last time. Do a repeat. But here we'll undock. Okay. Round 2, undock. Okay. On the vessel here. Is it? Oh, I just turned SAS off. Okay. So resource-wise, everything is full except nitrogen and monopropellant, and that's by design. And shielding, but this thing isn't shielded. That's what it is. So should be good. Okay, let's see. How many ignitions do we got on these engines? 49 and 40. Okay, so we're fine that way. Oh yeah, we didn't even use them on the way back, really. Lots of ignitions on these Twitch engines. Okay. And we're going to point ourselves in a prograde direction. There we go. I'm going to use monopropellant to just kind of scoot that way a little bit. That should be good. Again, that's just so that when we go to do our descent, we are not going to be anywhere near the station. Yeah, you do not need that much nitrogen. I'm also, here, let's start this descent and I'll talk about, if you look at some of the older streams, I have had some adventures with nitrogen, because there was a version of Kerbalism where, like, the nitrogen got used up like crazy. Like, you would expect that the Kerbals just simply, I don't know what was going on. It wasn't working right. And I think they had fixed that. Where am I going? This is what happens when I talk at the same time. I think they had fixed that. But I got into the habit when that was a problem, the nitrogen was a problem with Kerbalism, I got in the habit of putting on a whole lot of nitrogen. Like tons of nitrogen. And I think that habit is still there. And you don't need it. Like if you just, I think just the nitrogen that's built into the capsules should be fine. Okay. I'm going to do this descent. And you're right, I only have to do a single EVA. I think I'm pretty happy with that. And like, this is coming right over, like, I don't think I have to make any adjustments or anything. So this is great. Okay, again, free for the camera, so the ground stays below me. Roll it so the blue is up. Whoa, that was just right there. Might as well put this on surface now while I'm thinking about it. Put this on surface. Okay, let's get there. I love seeing that little waypoint though, even though I don't, whoop, the pole did a funky thing. Even though I don't have to actually land at the waypoint, it's so nice to just have something in general that you're aiming for. We're going to be very much in the twilight here. Okay. I'm going to get a little closer. Now this is a long vertical canyon. So, like, anywhere in that canyon is going to be fine. Quick save, thank you. Quick save. Always quick save. And I think the canyon really starts around here. Now, it might be a little wonky in there as terms of the terrain. I can see the terrain being adventurous. Can we put it that way? in the base of that canyon? I mean, we do got to get right in there. I guess technically we don't. Like, I could EVA Bob. I don't think I need this no more. And Kerbal Engineer does have my, I'm going lowlands, but it is telling me the biomes above there, so I think I got to get a little further. Yeah, let's not, I can overshoot this. Okay, now it's saying canyons, so why don't I go for this base of this crater? I think so. And really start braking here. And I'm trying to get into here. Actually, right where that waypoint is might be nicer. It's looking like it's a better... The terrain right here seems okay, doesn't it? Show me the dot. What's my... Altitude's 8 kilometers. I still don't see my dot. Nope. It's coming. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Looking at my horizontal speed and also controlling my... Oh, I see the dot. Okay, right there. Dot's right there. Still in the canyons, according to this biome. So that's all cool. You know, one thing though about taking out all of that monopropellant, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should actually think about what I'm doing here a little bit. So we are rapidly approaching our surface. Still canyons, okay. Put her down. But if I run into the same problem with Delta V, I do not have that monopropellant reserve. So I might not have been smart to do what I did. Shadow. Boink. Okay. A little bit rough, but we are in the canyons. We should be again. Yeah, I've never landed, so we're doing some science. So we'll do that.